Hi, I'm Dawn Britnell. I'm going to show you how to change your head plate. At this time of the year, very often the horses have put some weight on. This saddle has a 0U head plate in, and I'm going to change it for a 1U. Okay, so you start off by releasing anything off the top of the head bolt. Come into the head bolt and undo those. I'm going to do it a little bit quicker with my drill, but you will have a T-bar, always assuming that it doesn't run out of battery. So we may well need to change the head plate size because the horse has put a bit of condition on, a bit of muscle on, but at this time of the year, when we're April time, it's a very common issue. So when we get in here, you just need to be aware of what girthing you've got. Sometimes this will be on, this will be the point strap, and that will be onto the panel there. So if that's the case, it's got to go back as it was. This one hasn't, so that's absolutely fine. Once you've got that sorted out, you turn the saddle over. Okay, so I've taken the stirrup leathers off for ease. You get into, I've exposed the head plate, get into here, undo these bolts. Some of the bolts, some of the saddles you will find also have washers. Just put those with your bolts and make sure you don't lose them. You replace what your saddle fitter has put on your saddle as was. Sometimes it can be quite useful having somebody else to hold these extra bits of leather out the way. Do you want to do that, Fleur? Can you do that ambidextrously? Perfect. There. Observant amongst you might notice we've actually got a 1 coming out and a 0 going back in. That's because we've done more than one take, but I don't suppose it really matters. And it's still not going to be as professional as if you watch David doing it at well, but there you go. So you start these by hand. Always start them by hand, because if you cross thread them, you're going to regret it. Once they've been started by hand, then you can do it otherwise. Don't know why, but I always find using the drill on the right hand side easier than on the left, but there you go. You don't have to use the drill, you have got your T-bar. They want to go in good and tight, and you'll find that the drill won't do them as tight as your hand, which is interesting. Can we just hold that side? Is that all right? Fantastic. So this is now popped off, so you hear that good positive clunk. Do that up tight again. Get hold of it with your T-bar. Give it another turn. Give it another turn. Oh, look what I've done there. Got the leather underneath it. Nice and tight now. Done them up good strong hand tight. Cover your bolts. Put your Velcro back on again. And then you're going to put your saddle back together again. Pretty much exactly the same as your saddle fitter did. So you just pop that over onto its tummy. Offer up the panel to the flap, offer up the head bolt to both. Start it off by hand always, making sure that everything's going in properly. And then if you want to, you get your drill to it. And as I say, if you've got a difference in your girthing insofar as that is on there when you take it apart, that bit of the girth has got to be on there again. Okay, so that your girthing remains the same as your saddle fitter had it. So you offer up the panel to the flap, offer up both to your head bolt, and on that goes. And then all you're left to do is put lovely little wow stickers back on again. Like that. Oh, that one's come apart. I'll have to put a new one on there. Never mind. And pop your stirrups back on. Remember, if you take them off the front bar, put them back on the front bar. If you take them off the back bar, put them back on the back bar. But there you have it.